and welcome here to the fourth round of CityLiga 20, live from South City Town Course. I'm here again joined by Dave. Hello, Dave.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, Volker.
So everything ready and prepared in year end?
No, but that's sort of how do you say that?
Professional.
Habit. Yeah, some kind of habit. Superstition, it's called, I think.
Okay, then we directly jump into the LFS report from last round and see what has happened there.
Okay.
Also in South City. Have fun.
In Grid 1, the pole position went to Zupi, followed by Dreis, Winkler and Jan Ole, and here they go into the first 35 laps, and you may have noticed a jump start in the left file from our perspective. This was Lazar who ruined his race even before it started, since he got a drive-through penalty for this. And as they approach the first turn, we see Jan Ole under attack by Schutti on the inside. And entering the chicane for the first time, Jan Ole had to let past Schutti. Zupi opened quite a big gap behind him, but there was a nice fight for position 2 between Dreis and Pete. Pete went out of the slipstream, braking very late for the first turn, and therefore took over position 2 from Dreis. Here we see a huge fight in lap 9. We are on board with Simon, who attacked Berndi on the outside through the underpass, but there was a naughty contact, slowing both of them down. This gave a good chance for the following P.Kubinji and Kubinji. P.Kubinji very aggressive on the inside for turn 1, much contact, Simon slips through on the inside and Kubinji was pushed into the wall, losing the position against Toon. One lap later, Winkler closed up to Dreis under hot pursuit by Schutti and Jan Ole, so he went for the attack on the inside for turn 1, braking very late, but Dreis hits Winkler in the rear right of his XFG. They both went straight into the wall, so Schutti and Jan Ole passed them. The fight between Dreis and Winkler went on the race, and in lap 30, Winkler started his final attack. He went for the outside into the underpass, forcing Dreis into the difficult inside line, who finally gave in his position to Winkler. Zupi won the first sprint quite comfortable in front of Pete, Schut and Jan Ole. Then, as we saw, Winkler in front of Dreis, then Velikov, Rose, Nick, Berndi, Toon and Simon K. And this meant the pole position for Winkler in the second sprint in front of Jan Ole and Schutti. So here now the second sprint, again over 35 laps, and here they go. And again, Schutti was attacking Jan Ole into the first turn. But this time Jan Ole didn't give in and stayed in front for the chicane. But in the back of the field there seemed to be some issues depending on who got the priority of entering the chicane first. In lap 7, Pete went for an aggressive attack against Jan Ole on the inside into the last turn. Jan Ole leaves enough space on the inside, so they went out side by side, but with the better momentum on Pete. In lap 10 we again see a dispute between two drivers entering the chicane, this time between Rose and Nick. No one really gave in, so the inevitable happens and they caused a big mess at the exit of the chicane. with many hits here and a few bumps there and a lot of position loss for both of them. Schutti safely sitting on position 4 behind Jan Ole threw away his race in lap 12 with a mistake exiting the chicane. He ends up in an unfortunate position and have to wait very long for a big enough gap to continue his race. Now we are on board with Jake Attila in lap 20, who follows Rose through the chicane. Rose made a mistake exiting the chicane, but also Attila lost a bit of momentum hitting the wall, but still closing up to Attila. Kubinji is the laughing third, who got no problem exiting the chicane and passes both of them. And at the end of the straight, Attila went for the inside for the last turn and finally got past Rose. So Winkler with the victory in the second sprint, closely followed by Pete and Jan Ole, then Tsupi in front of Velikov, then Toon, Simon K, Nick, Treis, Kubinji and Rose.
So, back after the action from South City, back in South City actually. We're now on the Torn course with the FO8s. Sadly, I forgot to put the championship standings onto the screen, so but after 4 races, still everything is pretty open, although Kali Winkler has got quite a significant lead already to BC Jan Ole, but how this will turn out after this race, we have got the first results dropped, so then standings will look all different again. Anyways, we directly head into the track presentation with 4 minutes left until the start of qualification. So have a nice look at that.
Okay.
After the second grid qualifying this season, we got 2 huge grids for the next 3 races. We maxed out every possible and impossible slot. Combining that with a narrow track and the, in my opinion, most difficult car to drive in LFS, we face a huge challenge. The 4th race will take place on the second longest South City layout on the South City Town course SO5. A narrow and bumpy track, is it what makes this special? Majorly slow turns like the hairpin or the swimming pool section, which demands very technical driving, but also very fast turns like the last one or the exit of the swimming pool section up the hill, where especially air loss becomes a huge issue since we're gonna drive a downforce heavy car, the FO8. The FO8 offers loads and loads of torque with its 3-liter V8. But this torque first have to be tamed by the drivers and put effectively down on the tarmac. This is an essential ability to get down a fast and safe lap, since every time the unforgivable wall surrounds you everywhere. The mandatory pit stop within the window of lap 15 to 46 also brings in a tactical component, but also throws the question of traffic management. So an interesting combo. Let's get into the car for a lap on the track. So here we are, out of the last turn, now on the start-finish straight. And now we begin our lap, going through the underpass, close on the inside and close to the wall on the outside. Braking for turn 1 at 60 to 70 meters down into second gear. Finding the right point for turning in is difficult here. Too early and you're in the wall at the exit, and too late you waste space on the inside like I did. Second and third turn are similar, getting as close as possible to the wall at the apex and then accelerating flat out with the special feeling for not spinning the car. Now into the swimming pool section with the first split, again hitting those apexes as best as possible to get as much momentum through this part. Now up the hill, a very tricky left-hander because of these massive bumps that seems to push you into the red-white barrier. Up and over the hill a little section to catch your breath. And now the downhill hairpin, braking at 100 meter, of course into first gear. But it's very hard to keep the right front tire from locking up, again accelerating out with that feeling out of the hairpin and onto the straight where you may use the slipstream. And now the last turn, the same as in the previous event, braking late down into 4th and as early as possible back to throttle. You can even hear my differential work through this turn at nearly 3G. And here we are, back at the start finish line. Have fun in the race.
Back here in South City after this small track presentation. All videos done by Knox Ronald. He's really doing a great job with all the stuff he provides. Either on the CityLiga channel, YouTube/CityLiga, or on his channel, youtube.com/MCNeoX. Yeah, what are your expectations for this race, Dave?
Complete mess.
Complete mess.
Yeah, they're practicing now, and they're practicing the race starts. I don't know, is that on the stream right now, or what are the people watching? Oh, okay. They're practicing race starts with how many people on the grid? 32? No, 28. I see 28 people on the grid.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah, the thing is when you practice race starts, then at a certain moment, everybody thinks what he needs to do, and when the real thing happens, then yeah, everybody messes up. But that's what my expectations are from the start. If I look at the names, I don't know. I missed a little bit. Completely the qualifying. Now they still need to qualify, right?
This is the new grid one from grid qualification. Yeah.
Yeah, but is there this time also a 10-minute qualifying?
There's now a 10-minute qualifying coming up, and after that, top 8 shootout for the pole position.
Okay. So yeah. We have to wait until those results are there to say something about it. Of course, yeah, with this practicing and with this big grid, we also have people compared to the last CityLiga weekend. There were 3 servers where people are racing on, and it's now on 2 servers. So there are some people from grid 2, for example. I see. Kapal, I see Luke, I see CMR, PMW, I see some names which I didn't see last round. Yeah, they are not used to each other, basically. Yeah, that's probably is going to cause some problems, and the FO8 as well isn't, yeah, like most cars nowadays in LFS isn't that popular, so I'm wondering how much experience most people have in that. Yeah, well, it's a tricky car, unrestricted, yeah, especially on South City. If people are careful, then it will be okay in the first lap. But first laps. Is there a mandatory pit stop, by the way?
Yes, there is.
I have a
between
great,
laps 15 and 46. There's a pit stop window.
As you can hear, I had a great preparation again. Thing I knew is that it was FO8 in South City, but yeah, that's already yeah. Maybe it's also good not to know everything beforehand, because there maybe are viewers who are watching this for the first time, or yeah, CityLiga tends to change the
race formats.
Yeah, the race formats, yeah, quite often. So keeps it interesting. So full race with a mandatory pit stop.
Right.
And it's you have to change the tires.
No. What you do with your pit stop time, you can choose.
Okay.
Probably there are going to be some either tire changes or refueling. Simply because the car feels nicer with less fuel. But yeah, we do have now qualifying session going on.
I just wanted to ask you.
We're watching Shoot here currently, who is the first car in a quite large row of cars. And in the first step, it's going to be important to be within the top 8 if you want to compete for the pole position, and then you've got a single lap on your own. Then we've got Phil Rose currently in first position with no many cars crossing the line.
He had some draft from Shitty, I think. I noticed that, so that's probably the reason why he's just a tiny bit faster than Shitty.
The times are slowly coming in. We're here with we were here with Lazar, who's now in 18th position. So probably it's going to be just the best to point out every now and then the current order of cars. So Phil Rose in front of A.Valta from WCL, one of the newcomers. Then Kovacs, who just got overtaken by Morvai. 5th position for Shooty, 6th for Shippy. There are quite a few newcomers to the grid, as you pointed out. For example, our LFS World moderator, M.Kapal, now on screen.
Yeah, Morvai's back.
He just took a break. He just withdrew from the last race, but he's back on grid 1. Yeah.
Okay.
We do have P.Kubinji, who just got P1. We have number 11, Marcel, who was last year's second placed driver in the overall championship.
Well, before him is on position 12 at the moment, Totwina.
Yep.
Haven't seen that name as well.
Yeah, the guy used to be called Shumi before that.
Oh. Okay.
He changed his name simply for this season.
I see it when I switch to LFS account names, and that's just Shumi91. Yeah, who else? Predator, I think.
Yeah, Predator. He qualified in. So did Ascona B and Matti from Extreme Racing. Here we have Matti. Yeah, so did Walter, obviously. And probably I missed someone. Yeah. Blom from Core Racing, also now on grid 1, after being a pretty dominant force in grid 2. Together with his team partner Kovacs, who is also now on grid 1. Quite a few people from grid 2 actually made it to grid 1 in the last grid qualification.
Yeah, less than 4 minutes to go in this qualification, of total of 10 minutes. So we have completed about 60% of the qualified time. More than half. Wow, what a mathematics. Yeah. Anyway. And P.Kubinji still has the pole position. Almost a 1 minute 5, still in the 1609. Didn't really pay attention to split sector times.
I think it's not possible to pay attention to that with 29 cars on track. In grid qualification, Kubinji was one of 3 drivers to do a 105 time. The second one was A.Valta, and the first one in grid qualification was Marc Gassner, the Nissan GT Academy winner from Germany in 2014, sorry, last year.
Yeah, second split sector time must be 4:41.5, like Kovac is doing now. He crosses the finish line and he moves to 3rd place. The one knows 6:28, so second split sector time must be 4:15. Not many do that. Oh, Kubinji improves his time to 1 minute 6:02. Almost 1 minute 05.
Yeah, also Schulte improved now to 5th position from 10th, and leaving Kalle Winkler behind him, who himself is on 10th position, just in front of our video maker Ronald.
Quite some cars are leaving the pit lane for their last lap. Only just a little bit more than 1 minute to go. Oh wait, I see. No, who was that? Was too fast for me. Saw somebody doing a 4:15, but in the end it was not such a great time.
Let's see, Holger Paul close on the finish time, but he makes it another lap. Schulte does not improve his time. Let's see M.Kapal on his final lap. He's currently on 7th position. Let's see if he can secure that top 8 spot. His time does not improve. Pete crossing the line, now in 10th position.
I see no 4:41.5 by anyone, so.
Matti spun on his final lap.
I think this will be it. You said the first 8 were going to have a shootout, but
yes, they are going to have a shootout. Last car on track, last fast car on track at least, seems to be Ronald.
What's with Ronald?
He's still on a hot lap.
Ah, okay.
Improves to 11th position. And the rest of the field slows down, so that's it. Kubinji in front of A.Valta, Kovac and Phil Rose. 5th position to Schulte, 6th to Morvai, 7th to Kapal, 8th is Shippy, and so he's the final one to get into the shootout. In 9th position, Kalle, then Pete, Ronald, Velikov, Toon, Marcel, Blom, Luke, Berndi, Predator, Chaka, Pick D. In 21st is Todd Wiener, followed by Janole, Matti, Blackie, Ascona B, Lazar, Holger Paul, Supi, and last but not least, BMW. And so we now head into
What's the shootout then?
shootout, yeah.
Yeah, but what's going to happen?
Everyone is getting one fast lap, but
Right.
only this one fast lap to set a time, and the top 8 are ordered by the times they are now achieving in this very session.
Hmm.
The rest of the grid is lined up behind in the order of qualifying times.
I don't get it, but I think I'm not smart enough.
So the top 8 are now setting times.
Yeah. Okay.
That puts them in an order of 8 cars, right?
Yeah. So the times which they set now in the previous session doesn't count anymore.
Right.
Basically, clean sheet for the top 8. Okay.
Clean sheet for the top 8.
Okay. Now I'm following it.
Good. And the rest of the grid is simply in order of the qualifying times from the session before.
That will be some rearranging then for the admins to get the right grid.
Yep. They've got some work to do today. Oh, Shippy aborts his lap. So he will start in 8th position. Kapal is the second car on track. .93.91, first split. Morvai behind, a 23.79 on split 1. Second split Kapal, a 41.62.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Martin has some experience with these cars, doing Alpha's kart for ages when it was running. And a 106.52 in the end.
It's decent. I think he had the same during the first qualify.
Now Morvai, 106.26. So Morvai in front of Kapal. Duty now enters his fast lap. So we did have some problems with the sound. Sadly, Liver Speed was not the active window.
Oh. But somebody mentioned that.
Yep. But now we are here with sound.
It is doing 41.57. That's second split time. So that means that can be 1 minute 6 low if he does the last sector correctly. Because of the finish line 1:6:23. Just a tiny bit faster than Morvai. But you can hear my sound. It can be 2/10 quicker. We've learned previous qualify.
Yeah. Ferrose now coming to the line, 41.68. converts it into 1:06.
5.8.
5.8, so he's currently last in the order.
Kovac is quite slow, hits the wall just before the straight as well. So I think it's... Oh, I was thinking it was going to be 1 minute 7, but it's still 1 minute 6:47 even. Third place at the moment.
At worst, he is starting from 5th position. Now with A.Valta and P.Kubinji, the last 2 cars on the track.
Who am I missing then? They first 8.
Yeah,
5?
Shippy aborted his lap.
Oh, okay.
He joined spectators after before Sector 1, if I remember it correctly. So A.Valta starts his lap. Sadly, since the last version of Live for Speed, the onboard cameras are not working anymore. So sadly we won't see how A.Valta throws the car through the tunnel of steel and concrete. First sector 23.76. Second sector 41.45.
Impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah, this is going to be a great time, I think. 105?
105, 105.
No,
not
no.
quite. 106.11.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for P.Kubinji to go to top this, but he has a fast second split sector time as well, 41.54. Basically 41.5. What's he doing?
Yes. Oh!
Why did
106.14.
Seems that he slowed down for the start finish. Was that me or what? How can he have that time? I had the impression that he slowed down before the start finish. Anyway.
I thought he was on pole, but yeah.
Yeah, he lifted. He must have lifted. I didn't watch the pedal.
Or he ran out of fuel.
Yeah, or that, but yeah, 1% difference.
The top 8 are already on the grid, and we're now in the
second or first on the grid doesn't really matter in this.
No.
Maybe it's even better to be in second. We have to see. Because in second you're on the outside, right? Or on the inside? I don't know.
I think P1 is on the left, so on the inside for the underpass.
Yeah, I think so too. Would be logical. Well, it's pretty quickly joining of names. I was thinking that was going to take longer, but nice speed. Everybody joins quickly when their number is being mentioned. 20 of 28 now join, 22. Go.
Yes, 29 people there are.
29, okay.
But what did I want to say? Maybe the drivers simply took the break they had with the top 8 shootout. So they are very keen on driving now.
Yeah, true.
So 29 cars on the
Yep.
grid. Probably now it takes 3 minutes until everyone has readied up.
Well, I think the administration is checking if everything is... 3-5 minute break. Why is
Okay.
that? So many old people that they already need to...
Oh, who knows? Don't judge on the old people.
I'm old myself, so basically,
Everyone is just as old as he feels.
yeah, I feel really old.
Over
But
on server 2, on grid 2, there are only 20. Just 20 cars, if I see it correctly. Of what should be 32. You weren't the only one who thought that Kubini lifted.
what could be lifted?
Shooty also had the same impression like you did.
Yeah, I missed a little bit of what you said due to packet loss, I think, on my line.
Shooty also saw Kubini lifting on the start-finish
Oh,
line. At
okay,
least he had
yeah.
the impression.
Yeah, lifting or running out of fuel or something, but he was slowing down before he was crossing start-finish.
Yeah, and Jan Ole says that this is sort of a visual bug in the spectator mode. It's not really that he slows down, but it feels so in the way the camera angle changes.
Yeah, but I was listening to the sound as well of his car. But okay, maybe I'm just getting delusional or something, I don't know.
That's just first explanation I read. So if there are any other explanations, come post them on the LFS forum or somewhere.
There will be replays. There will be replays available, right?
Yes, there will. Probably at the end of the race, there's already the replay for the qualifying uploaded.
Okay. You'll start at 59 at a full hour at latest, so that's 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, that's a total of 5-minute break.
In total, yeah.
Yeah, so everything about on schedule. So yeah, people are already readying up. It's going to be just Dom leaving the grid in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, he's asking that to everybody to ready up.
Then we are going to start the leg lap. The tradition from ancient times.
Okay, so this is not a real start. This is again a leg start, test start, something start.
Leg lap.
Theory is that everybody fails now, and real start is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Awesome bit of today's race.
P.Kubinji had really slow. He's dropping to 3rd place. Let's see how that works out at the real start. And it goes completely wrong. No, that's not true. A little bit of touching here and there, but not really major.
It was worse on the practice start, so.
Winkler is 9 or something? 8.
Yeah, and now the restart, and now we're going to get the real thing then.
Yep, here we go. CityLiga round 4, right?
Right.
Level 8, South City. Coming, and there we go, rain. Being has a much better start than at the leg start. Tailing behind A.Valta, going wide. And goes much too wide in there, Shunti backwards and everything, messed up, Pete upside down. Yeah, terrible. And Pete is upside down.
Let's hope he joins spectators and rejoins quickly, because you're allowed to do it on the first lap of the race and on the second lap of the race. Hopefully he knows it.
Apparently not. He chooses this to... Oh, now it joins spectators. The rest of the field is continuing.
Yeah, with A.Valta in the lead from Mini.
Somebody votes
to restart. Whereas Shuti is down to 8th position. He must have lost there quite significantly.
Yeah, he was also involved in touching here and there. A.Valta's running away from P.Kubinji. Let me check the damages on the cars. Looks quite okay for most of them. No serious damages on cars.
We also lost a ton of position. That's Rosa down to 21st. Sadly, Pete's not joining.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah, that can happen. British car looks optically a lot damaged, but it isn't really the case. Real.
Something happened to Ronald. Just saw his name dropping down on the list. A.Valta with the first fastest lap here of the race. Surprisingly, since he's the first car on track.
We have some fighting there in the middle of the field between Marcel, Zarka, Bernie, Ronalds. People are making weird lines. People, racing drivers.
Ooh, there was Flippy pushed him.
Marcel, Bernie spins because Marcel tipped him on the back.
And Shippy spins because he was tapped on the back.
Exactly, I was watching the same thing.
And he's
he
disconnecting. Oh, Shooty in fighting group with Toon and
Kapal.
Pal.
Yep. Yeah, Kapal even lifts at start finish. His car feels very slippery, and that's because he's, well, wanted to say that he's driving R3, but a lot of drivers decided to drive R3. Actually, almost everybody. Not everybody, but there's one car. It's
A.Valta.
M.Kapal, yeah. It's driving with R2s. And yeah, that's maybe not a great idea.
I don't think this is going to last very long.
The front of the field is already quite stretched, while we have a car in the that's, who is this? A.Valta. Yeah, we're talking about these. Couldn't make the 90-degree corner.
The wormhole, as it's called in German, in the German developers community.
Going to the pits.
Pitting might be the right task to do.
But he's going or not? No, I was saying he's going too fast across the... Yeah. I was sensing it. I forgot, but A.Valta has a pit limiter, or what?
Yes, it has. It has. Marc.Kapal now attacking Toon, and we didn't catch it on tape. Sorry. It's too late on this.
Can happen. Sorry about that. I was being off topic anyway.
So Toon down to 9th position. Further up in front, Morvai is now closing to P.Kubinji.
Yeah, that's also because P.Kubinji is on the front, on the outside of the tires. His right side is also quite warm, and his left is cold.
It looks like he's driving much less tire pressures.
Well, what I tried to say is that he needs to be more careful, and if you need to be more careful, then you're slower.
Yeah, that's true.
Although the split sector times of both are quite the same, but Morvai is going on the outside.
Yeah,
quite easily overtakes him there.
Yeah, that's the great lift speed drag reduction system called Slipstream. So Morvai into 2nd position.
While Kapal sets the fastest lap at the moment at 1:07.5. Which is 1.5 seconds slower than qualified times, but yeah, that's because there's more gas in the car, fuel.
Oh, there's quite a large fighting group.
In the back, yeah?
Who's involved in it? It's, well, P.W is leading it. Like a trolley train. Following Matti, Predators, Blackie, Lazar, Picty, Verdi. Attack by Picty against Lazar. Putting himself in front of the Hungarian, but the American slides through the final corner and gets himself overtaken by Berndi.
Yeah, I'm following TCR Luke, who just has been overtaken by Jan Olé in the previous lap. TCR Luke looks like he has a lot of problems to control the car. He's more than a second slower than Jan Olé in this case, but also...
Oh, attack, Ronald, and... Is that Marcel? Contact! Oh dear. And from behind Formosa approaches.
TCR Luke has now Zarka on his back, and it's not going to take long before Zarka is going to overtake Luke. Simply because he's 7/10 of seconds faster. And after Zarka we have Ronald and Marcel, but that's quite a gap, about 4 seconds. But if he doesn't achieve to get his control over the car back, then the gap is easily being closed. But watching also Jan Olé in front of Luke, who is on the back of Todvina, formerly known as Shumi 91. And no.
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
But now, the steps me. There was hardly any chance to defend him. In front of Todvina.
Luke is now on the back of Todvina. He even touched there a little bit. Ah, it was a kiss. It was not even a kiss.
Just a love tap.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. The rest of the field is quite, yeah, doing their laps. Some are close to a competitor. Some have a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, they've sorted themselves quite a bit. Although, surprisingly, some faster names are back. Or at least some names who are considerably fast, like Blom or Lazar or Berndi, Picty, who also used to drive in Elfsgard for the season. Oh, so a mistake, and Picty is using it. Yeah, just after he ran into the back of P.Kubinji, and P.Kubinji lost thereby in position to Blom. Was not the best method to end Blom's race.
Yeah, I didn't watch it because I'm watching the performance of Winkler, who is now currently in 5th position. And why Winkler? First because he has a Benetton style skin, and second because he's the leader in the championship ranking.
And right after him there's Shooty.
Doesn't seem that FL8 is his car of choice.
No, usually not, but still 5th place. There are some good points, good value.
And in front of Winkler is something like a fight going on between Velikov and Kubinji. Kubinji still is just a little bit slower, 1/10, but still he's slower. So Velikov can catch up. Probably will overtake him somewhere, probably on the straight.
And while Winkler is in a Benetton skin, Velikov is running in a bronze skin.
Behind Winkler is Uti. It's managed to he can catch up. Uti can catch up with Winkler. Sort of. Well, he's not coming closer, but he's not losing.
Somehow I've got the impression that this group is tightening up a little bit.
Yeah, me too. And that's mostly because Kubinji is the slowest and holding everything up. Velikov is now right in the back of Kubinji. Was back.
Problem is some underestimating the loss of downforce in the slower corners when driving behind another car. That's the moment when everything starts to stretch itself out.
Oh, we have a crash car in the... where is it? Luke was backwards. I saw it on the minimap.
He's in a dent to 17th position.
Like I was mentioning earlier, he had problems to control his car and his right.
Shooty on an attack outside of Tally.
The right rear is very hot.
Ooh, side by side still.
Ooh. Yep. I sit back after I finished my comment on Luke.
Velikov is still behind Kubinji. Well, he seems to be close at some places, but he's at the wrong place where suddenly downforce is needed. So, for example, when entering this wormhole, it's very tight hairpin in the infield.
Yeah, most of the action is in the front. With Kubinji, Velikov, Shooty and Winkler. And also Kapal slowly joining that situation there. And,
really becoming a fully trained.
Yeah, and Morvai and A.Valta are comfortably, whatever. They're having a nice gap. Yeah, they're very much in front of this train of 6 cars. It is.
Shooty now. Side by side with Velikov to the inside and through. Runs a tad wide.
Well, you're not noticing it, but Capel was going on to the inside of Winkler, so Winkler moved back a position.
Oh.
But
Winkler inside of Kapal again.
Yeah, but it seems that he is being careful.
Except for crashing into the wall.
I saw him lifting on the straight as well.
Rosa is the first driver to do a pit stop. Pick D, the second one in the pits. Who gets probably lapped. Yeah, he did. So did Phil Rosa.
Kapal is sort of flying with half a second quicker lap time, so this lap wasn't that quick.
Oh, Shooty to the outside of Kubinji. And on the inside there is Phil Rosa. Just to wait to let everyone pass. Velikov is now getting pretty close, and now he's to the outside. Good work in the swimming pool.
Swimming pool?
Yeah, well, it's a bit like the swimming pool section in Monaco.
Okay. Yeah, Kapel is now on the back of Velikov.
Berndi in the pits. And Kovac is now catching up to his teammates slowly but surely.
Oh, almost lost control there, Kapel. In the first corner. But he held it in the end.
Ola closes up to 2.
Yeah, there's also further down the grid we have Zarka, Ronald and Marcel driving quite close together. But still, after this many laps, I think more than 10 laps already, we have this P.Kubinji, Shooty, Velikov, Kapel, Winkler train going on. Even Kovac, we can mention, be included in that. They're all into a range of a few seconds of each other. Front and the back of that group. And some of them are really on the back, on the tail.
Matti from Speedway Racing was in the lane. Fourth car. The Rolls joint spectators, not sure what has happened there or if it just calls it a day.
Let's focus on the P.Kubinji GT A.Valta group again, or still. Was watching what was going on between Marcel and Zarka as well. They had a little touch in the wormhole, you should call it, 90-degree corner. But I was a little bit late in tuning into that, so I'm not sure what happened, but I lost time against Zarka, who was driving in front of these two. So the action in the midfield is a little bit gone. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I was thinking, if you're in such a group, you can decide to say, okay, I'm going to pits now, and then while Muffy there is
letting everyone pass.
Yeah, sort of.
Everyone but the two core guys who are losing time, and so Kali and Kovac lost completely connection to the group. Side by side, the two teammates.
Indeed. Driving strange lines. Kovac is not really backing out of the situation. I would have said, okay.
Shooty is around the mini.
Okay.
He's now in third position. He's pulling away from the mini. Right at the moment where he has passed him. Velikov is now taking a sniff off the gearbox. Binny already saw him at the wall in this very scene.
Well, after full lap, Winkler and Kovac could finally pass Matthew, who's having a blue flag.
And P.Kubinji now was also overtaken by Kapal, who has now problems with the loss of downforce given to him by Velikov. It's not to the inside of Velikov, small contact, and now P.Kubinji sticks through again. But Kapal in fourth position.
Yeah, but P.Kubinji's right side of the car is a little bit hot, so he needs to be in left-hand corner. Corner's going to the left. Needs to be very careful. And I think he's realizing it. Yeah. But it's a quite experienced racing driver, so.
Yeah.
So I see that he's.
No, he can't.
He pushes less hard on the left-handers. Like this one, for example.
Yeah. No, the outside line gives him enough momentum to stay ahead of Velikov. M.Kapal now goes the outside, P.Kubinji slides in front
situation. He's only worsening the situation like this.
He's fighting to the bitter end, it seems.
Yeah, but that's just it's pointless.
And now Kali is coming from behind. Oh,
It's better.
oh dear.
It's better just to give away that position for a moment and let the tires cool a little bit. It's now because Velikov wouldn't want to take that much risk and backing out of that. Yeah, a more aggressive driver probably would have at least touched Kubinji's car. Morva sets the fastest lap again, almost 1 minute 6, still 1 minute 7. Seems that he catched up with A.Valta, who's still the leader of the race. Gap now is less than 2 seconds. Let's compare times. Yeah, he's 1/10 quicker.
And a further 10th quicker is Shooty. Now has a hell of a race pace, but already 12 seconds to the lead.
Just wanted to say he needs to close a very big gap, but yeah, interesting what Morva is doing.
Even faster, just talking about fast people, it's Marc Gassner in 4th position, who was 5/10 of a second faster than A.Valta at the second split. And 6/10 at the line, while Shooty was 8/10 of a second faster than A.Valta. Interesting, interesting.
Yeah, I have not much to say about that. You're totally correct. A.Valta is dropping, losing time somewhere, but cannot really find an explanation. His tires don't look that bad.
Maybe just getting slightly out of rhythm, racing from the front away from the field.
Yeah, well, he has basically nobody in front of him except somebody who's really far behind. That's Blackie, who's going to get lapped. Maybe in this lap, otherwise in the lap after this one. Yeah, times are now the same between A.Valta and Morva. We have to keep watch. Gap is now 1.7 seconds. Seems to have found some peace. There's no pressure from others anymore. There's nobody in front.
Okay, to the pits. Meanwhile, we've got Toon and Jan Ole still fighting. Still for 9th position. Now Matti getting lapped by the two. Getting between the two. A rather fortunate way for Jan Ole. But he didn't lose that much, so he should be back off 2. Just a bit again. Latest on the straight.
Seems that Valta catches up its rhythm again. 1:7:03, almost fastest lap. 1,000th of a second slower than the fastest lap of Kapal. He was about 3/10 quicker in this lap than Morvai, still in second place. So yeah, Valta had a short dip, it seemed. The gap now is 2 seconds again between the number 1 and 2.
And the top 3 are actually on the very same pace. Monitoring them. The shoot is still with his 12 seconds apart from Valta. 10 seconds to Morvai.
Yeah, the complete field now looks pretty scattered.
We're down to 24 cars, 5 cars we lost.
Yeah, well, some didn't. Well, some made a pit stop, some didn't make a pit stop. Well, Shooty, that's a new fastest time, 1:06.74, which is quite some faster than previous fastest time. It's basically waiting on people in the front making a pit stop while 2 cars are entering the pit lane. It's core or something. BMW and core
Blom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still no movement on the front concerning pit stops.
So far 5 cars have been to pits. Blom, BMW just on this lap, and Matti, Blackie, Pigdy, and Bandy the others. Except for those, of course, who already ended their race. Yeah, and all of the first, well, not front runner, but top 10 driver in the pits.
Yeah, the pit lane in the pit streets quite tricky here in South City. So if you have a great pit stop or a slightly good pit stop, that can mean immediately 1 second difference. So yeah, and while we have another car going into the pits, that's Lazar. Lazar in the back, 18th position. He misses the pit square. A.Valta, that's the first one in front of the field who is now entering the pit area.
Just after halfway point of this race.
Yep. Using the pit limiter, 77 kilometers an hour, slightly less speed than is allowed.
It would be bad otherwise.
Yeah, too much is a problem. But you see some people who are really tuned their first gear into 80 or 81 kilometers an hour even, just to gain that little bit of extra while we have, who is it? Predator. Entering the pit lane.
It's a bit like an endurance race, where you're now simply waiting for pit stops to happen. Picks things up again. Plutano already lapped by A.Valta. Not by A.Valta, but by by the field.
Oh, and Predator re-enters the track, but first Zarka needed to avoid him, and after that Marcel tapped Predator back, but almost lost control and entered the second pit straight, which you have on the sprint sessions, but everything
already out of
okay.
pits. Again, he's rejoining. No.
Behind Winkler. And in front of Kovac. Basically between the two core team members, while Kovac, slight mistake.
Marcel in the pits. Kovac's nose seems to point into a direction which is not on one of the axes of the cars. Rather, we have to the left.
So, Luke into the pits. Repairing his car. Okay. Can do that.
Yeah. At some point you have to question if it's worth to continue with a certain degree of damage, or he simply forgot to turn it on.
Then we have Velikov entering the pit lane as well. Yeah, I wanted to mention the names who didn't have pit yet, but that still is quite a lot, so I'm not doing that at this point.
It would be A.Valta, P.Kubinji, Winkler, Kovac, Thun, Zadlina, Jahaka, Ronald, Astronavi.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if the people picked that up.
Probably not. Still quite some list. Apparently, the very last car on track is now overtaken by Schuti. The very second car on track.
Winkler's doing 107.2 and Kubinji was doing 107.6 so far I remember, but Schuti and Kubinji, Schuti and A.Valta are already far into the 106. And Morphy, who just did a pit stop, doing the same times as Winkler.
Yeah, probably because he still has to get his tires to optimum.
Yeah, maybe.
Or he refueled, which could mean that there are some people on very low fuel right now. The top people still have 7 laps to do their pit stop.
Winkler is doing this. Winkler and Morphy is doing the same lap time, 107.2.
They give each other, well, they have enough room to each other, so this traffic should be no problem.
Same for Kovac. Yeah, but 107.2 is not that slow, but And Morva already made his pit stop, so
Yeah. Valta, meanwhile, has to lap Picty and Plucky. Simonovi is coming to the pit lane for his Valtteri pit stop.
maybe Winkler and Kovac were heavily fueled up at the beginning of the race, and they're going to make their pit stop almost at the end of the race.
I could think so. P.Kubinji is now slowly going down to the 7.1. Oh, Berndi ends his race.
He joined spectators, yeah. Oh yeah.
A little bit of information from Grid 2. They are on lap 38. And Kelarami leads in front of Katila, Elmo, Chijato, Akeli, Katila, the elder one, Kit, and Como. The top 8 down in Grid 2. Kelarami is doing the same lap times as P.Kubinji right now. Just did.
Yeah. And we have Marcel in the pit lane.
Oh. Marcel to the pits for the second time. Probably he has.
Almost hit the wall there. Just before he entered the track again.
Kovac to the pits. He stayed on his tire, so the length of the pit stop means he refueled.
Entering the pit lane.
Okay.
That's A.Valta, the current leader of the race.
Oh, A.Valta in the... Oh, yeah, right, correct. And Shooty right after him, following him. Very, very short pit stop for Shooty. Shorter than A.Valta's, I guess. Whoa! Has been nearly in the pit lane. Exit. Now we've got P.Kubinji in the lead.
Yeah, but he still needs to make his pit stop.
Yeah, and he's rather closely followed by A.Valta, just 2 seconds.
Car in the pit lane, that's EM. Yeah, it's Totwina. Bina.
Yep. He rejoins back behind Janole. Just behind Janole. So that's position for Janole so far. joined the track in 5th position. Just to complete it. Ronald is coming now down to pit lane. And Kubinji is now diving.
Yes. You're quicker than me. Oh. Huh? It looked like he crossed the max speed in the pit lane, but it's the same spectator bug maybe.
Okay. Didn't watch him closely, but he's now returning to track.
Then way too wide, but...
Yeah, now under pressure by Toon. He
And
was under pressure by Kapal.
Yeah. Kapal on the inside of Toon. Yeah, Toon
Forcing his way through. That was a power move.
Can be risky.
Definitely risky.
Then doesn't see it, then you're smashed in the wall.
So 1 car left and do a pit stop. That's or 2 cars left. That are Toon and Winkler. Winkler is currently in 2nd position. The pass start finish one more time until.
Who's in the pit lane?
That's Toon.
Okay.
Who himself had a fight with Jan Ole earlier. Let's see if he comes out of the way. Okay, never mind. That gap is big, and he turns to track behind Predator, his back marker. Wiener overtook Jan Ole at the end of start finish. Well, at the end of the long straight.
Only 5% of the race completed. 15 laps to go. 15 laps to go.
A.Valta in the lead, easily. In front of Winkler, who has to go to pit lane right now in this very lap. Otherwise, this means trouble for him. But there he dives. Out of the way into the pit lane. Final car.
The pit window closes in lap 47.
Well, yeah, this is the very last chance to do pit stop.
Okay. Was he the only one left to make a pit stop?
Yes, he was. And he will return to track way in front of his teammate Kovac, also significantly behind Kapal. So a rather undisputed 6th place. Well, there is some fighting going on between BMW, Luke and Marcel.
Yeah, but that's really on the back of the field, and the rest have quite some gaps in between.
Yeah, this battle was broken up by the lapping for 17th position.
I'm tuned into Capel, who's chasing P.Kubinji. He's 4/10 quicker.
Oh, and P.Kubinji was into the wall.
It's about 4th position. P.Kubinji is driving. Oh, makes
Major mistake.
yes. Okay.
No, Kapal to
That
fall.
that happened quickly.
Probably had a very, very silent thank you in his mind. Just monitoring the stream on my end to see what happened there to P.Kubinji. Oh, he lost it when trying to hit the line, exiting the swimming pool section. The cars.
Oh, Luke got in touch with Marcel, but they both, for some reason, nothing happened. Happened on the straight into the first corner, which is very, very fast.
Yeah, where the cars get very, very nervous.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, Velikov is behind, and let's wait until Luke finally yields. Velikov with a slide. Lazar and Marcel.
Oh, Luke is braking very late, way too late. Still ignoring blue flag. Oh, now it's moving. Luke has a brand new car, so he thinks that he can take over the world, maybe.
Hopefully not literally.
At least he can catch up quite easily with Lazar again. So. All happening in the back anyway.
Interestingly,
M.Kapal and P.Kubinji on the inside. Of Blom is a lap behind. Don't even see him on the list. There.
he is down in 15.
Yeah, found him.
Ronald is catching up to Jan Ole. Currently, Jan Ole the second in the championship standings. And Ronald in the slipstream waiting for just after the underpass, it seems. Waiting, pulling out and going side by side. Not leaving much room, but enough. So East German overtakes the North German. Think that he can pull away slightly. Bit further up, Kovac is slowly losing ground to Velikov. Very slowly, so going to be interesting to see if this will be enough over the course of the next and final 10 laps.
Yeah, at this moment in time there's not much to mention, 8 laps before the finish.
First 2 positions seem settled, but no, maybe not. Schuti will now approach Morvai since he's held up by P.Kubinji and Matti fighting for position. Morvai to the wall. Now dive bombing his way from P.Kubinji. But the gap was used by Schuti and we are now within 2-3 car length.
What is he doing? It's unbelievable. Really unbelievable. It's not the first. It's not the first time that he's driving into somebody else's racing line. Does his car came without mirrors or something?
Well, he retired now from the race.
Yeah.
But probably also ended Schuti's ambitions for 2nd position. But
yeah, well, luckily it turned out everything good for Schuti, but
yeah,
could have been much worse.
He has had so much bad luck. Wouldn't have surprised me if that ended more severely. But when you have a blue flag and the car on the racing line is on your inside, you're not pulling over across the line you will drive. Usually, well, not the most beautiful scene I've seen here today.
Yeah, normally it's the position there to undertake a slower car or a car who is a lap behind. I've seen it before. So from Schuti's view, perfectly normal to do a move there.
Yeah.
You have a blue flag and you have a car that close who's going to lap you. You just need to back off. And if you lift the gas just a little bit there on the high speed section, doesn't cost you much of time.
Especially when there already was some contact here exiting the swimming pool section where we are now with Schuti. There was slight contact, so he could have known, oh, there is another car. I mean, it's an awkward place to let someone pass, so overlapping in this area can go wrong, but now on the long, well, not straight, but on the long passage down to the wormhole, there's for me no excuse not let someone pass.
It's not that it's new to LFS or something. It's I saw that name dozens of times already.
Yeah.
Not somebody who's unfamiliar with league racing. But oh well, I don't have to be too negative about it. He had the most negative consequences of it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And Shuti seems to drive nice laps. Am I watching Shuti? No, I'm not watching Shuti.
But he's still driving nice laps. He's 2.7 seconds away from Morvai. Well, on the other hand, if Morvai wasn't held up by fighting Picty and Matti, Shuti probably wouldn't have had any chance to get close to Morvai at all.
Yeah, but you can, because of this incident, you can get completely out of rhythm, losing your rhythm. Yeah, losing time. At least for a couple of laps. But well, there's everything okay for Shuti.
And just 4 laps to go with the end of this one.
I would have been a little bit frustrated, and then that you could see that in my lap times that then I'm slower because I'm thinking about the not so smartness of somebody else. Just 3 laps to go, indeed. Almost the end of the race.
Yeah, das corner B is fighting with Blob. So a third core car here on the server. Which means 3 out of 4 core races entered to CityLiga round with 1. Checking out remote, the 4th driver is 16th on route 2.
Oh, look. I was going to say that's the only action which is on the track, but we also have Lazar and Luke fighting for position, while Luke now takes the inside of Lazar, moving his car in front of Lazar.
Yeah, and Predator closing up due to the fight. And going 3 wide. Ooh.
The thing is that Luke braked very late, in my opinion, too late. And almost crashed into Lazar, but for some reason everything, and he had flat. Oh. He has a puncture, or not? Yeah, he has a puncture. Luke has a puncture.
Oh, and where's Toon going? Oh, Toon was spun into the.
BMW makes a second pit stop.
And so he leaves that extra pit lane just in front of Todvina. Toon was spun probably because of Luke in front of him having that puncture. Has spun there into the sprint pit lane.
Luke is going to make it to the pit lane without causing any other harm to other cars or...
Brake. Okay, now you can wall ride.
That's better than I thought. Brake. Yeah. Okay.
Walter's coming to the pit lane. Why that? He must have run too little fuel or something, because there's no further reason I can think of. No, he had a flat tire. He had a puncture.
He had also a puncture, okay.
He had a puncture on the rear left.
I was watching as well, but I didn't spot...
Me neither. He seemed to be all right. It must have happened exiting the tight hairpin. Never seen something like that. That's been his victory. He just got thrown away by the puncture. Now Morvai in the lead.
Yep.
4
Amazing.
seconds from Shooty.
Amazing developments in the last lap.
Yeah, Morvai's tires must.
Yeah, he's going to make this without a problem.
One corner left.
4 second gap. It does it easy.
So yeah.
Yeah. No problem for Morvai. Morvai is going to be the winner. Celebrating it a little bit by waving his car.
Shooting finishing second. Now he will be slightly disappointed with not having the chance to fight with Morvai. A.Valta now with this unfortunate and unwanted two-stop strategy in 4th position. Kalivinka and Lakokovac on 5th and 6th. Belikov crosses the line in 7th. Soon has Tatvina behind him, but he will not be close enough to start and tag anywhere near the start-finish line. So Toon into 7th position. Then Tatvina and Ronald to 9th. 10th Janole. No, Ronald 10th, 11th Janole. Oh, what happened to Kubinji?
Driving backwards, he has a flat rear.
Both rear tires flat.
Oh god.
Something seemed not right, and now I know Kubinji was missing.
Yeah, I was just switching from the end result to the minimap. I was a little bit late by that. Just to check if I missed something.
Yeah, here now the most
uncommon
way to finish a race. Reversing over start-finish line, ending at the 12th position. Ooh! What was that for a race?
Well, the race was quite normal / I wouldn't say boring, but in the end, yeah, some unexpected surprises. Basically in the last lap.
Yeah. Everything happened in the last lap. Dear oh, yeah, Shooty saying sorry to someone? Yeah.
More 5. Restart from Pete.
Yeah, too bad Pete did not use his opportunity to rejoin the race, because I think, especially in South City, you always have the chance to gain some more positions, even after rejoin. And as chaotic as some parts of the race has been, because, well, midfield result would definitely be impossible.
Well, it was, after all, interesting race. Lots of stuff happened, especially in the end. Unexpected movement of points. Yeah.
The standings from Grid 2, Kelrami won in front of Katila the younger one, Shijato, Tekeli, and last but not least, Elmo. Elmo already 1 lap down. So only the top 4 on the lead lap. Ooh. So this has been Surf City for now. In 2 weeks' time, we will be in Blackwood with the Caterham-like LX4 for a long race.
Yeah, you say Blackwood, but it's actually Blackwood reversed.
Ooh.
Yes,
it's
and that's
Blackwood reversed. Correct.
tricky track combination. Well, the normal Blackwood everybody knows, but the reversed version is.
In some positions, it's different.
It's different. It's quite hard. I would say it's one of the more harder combos on LFS.
Yeah.
And drums, we have low wind.
Yes, right. So anything can happen. Well.
Yes. So we will see. You will see in 2 weeks with the LX4.
Yes, and until then, we wish you a good night and a good 2 weeks.
Yep. Good night. And see you in 2 weeks.